Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Golden Garden Moments, your cozy corner of the internet for simple, joyful, and stress-free gardening. Whether you're just starting your green journey or you've had a few plant casualties in the past, we see you. We've all been there. You walk into a nursery, see a lush green plant glowing under the lights, and think, this one will be different. This one I'll keep alive. You bring it home with care. Place it by the window, water it every few days, maybe even talk to it, only to find it drooping, yellowing, or worse, completely crispy just a few weeks later. It's heartbreaking, and it can make you feel like you just don't have what it takes to be a plant parent. But here's the truth. It's not you. It's not about having a black thumb. Most of the time, it's simply about choosing a plant that doesn't match your lifestyle. Some plants need constant attention, bright sunlight, and precise watering schedules. But what if you want greenery without the stress? What if you travel often, forget to water, or live in a space with low light? That's exactly why we made this video. Today, we're sharing 10 nearly indestructible plants, the ultimate survivors that thrive on neglect, bounce back from missed waterings, and still look beautiful in your home. These are the plants that don't mind if you go on vacation for 3 weeks, if your apartment gets minimal sunlight, or if you're just learning how to care for living things. They're perfect for beginners, apartment dwellers, busy professionals, and anyone who wants to enjoy the peace and beauty of indoor plants without the pressure. And don't worry, we're not just listing names. We'll tell you exactly how to care for each one, how to spot trouble before it's too late, and even how to multiply your plants for free. Because gardening should be joyful, not stressful. Before we begin, if you're enjoying this kind of honest, beginner-friendly advice, please do us a favor. Hit the like button. It helps YouTube show this video to more people who need it. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss a new gardening tip. And in the comments, tell us, what's the last plant you tried to keep alive? We read every single comment and love hearing your stories. Now, grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's dive into the list of 10 plants that won't die easily, even if you've never kept a cactus alive before. Plant number 1, the snake plant. Also known as Sansevieria, this upright architectural plant is one of the toughest houseplants on the planet. NASA studied it and found it's one of the top air-purifying plants, removing toxins like formaldehyde, benzene, and xylene from the air, especially at night. That means it's not just surviving in your home, it's actively making your indoor air healthier. What makes it so unkillable? Its thick, spear-like leaves store water, so it can go weeks, even a month, without being watered. It doesn't mind low light, drafty corners, or temperature changes. You can keep it in a bathroom with no windows, and it will still thrive. But here's the one rule: never let it sit in wet soil. Overwatering is the only real way to kill a snake plant. Let the soil dry out completely between waterings. In winter, you might only need to water it once every 6 weeks. And here's a pro tip. If you want more snake plants, just cut a leaf into sections and stick them in soil. Each piece will grow into a new plant. One plant can turn into 10 for free. That's the kind of plant that makes you feel like a gardening genius. Plant number 2, the ZZ plant. Short for Zamioculca zamiifolia, this glossy green plant is a favorite in offices and homes for one simple reason: it survives everything. Its secret? Underground stems called rhizomes that act like little water reservoirs. These store moisture for months, allowing the plant to go without water for over 30 days, even in low light. University of Florida horticulturists have tested it under fluorescent office lights, and it not only survives, it grows slowly and steadily. That makes it perfect for windowless rooms, hallways, or spaces where other plants would give up. If you see yellow leaves, it's almost always a sign of overwatering. The fix? Stop watering, let the soil dry out completely for 3 weeks, and then resume with very light watering. Don't panic if it drops a few leaves, it's just adjusting. Fun fact: After the 2010 earthquake in Haiti, a ZZ plant was found growing in the rubble of a collapsed building 6 months later, still alive. That's how tough it is. Plant number 3, Pothos. You might know this plant as devil's ivy, and it earned that name because in tropical climates, it grows so aggressively it can climb up walls and even crack through concrete. But indoors, it's a gentle giant. Pothos has heart-shaped leaves that trail beautifully from shelves or hang in baskets. What makes it nearly impossible to kill? It recovers from extreme dryness in just 48 hours after watering. Let the soil dry out, give it a good soak, and within 2 days, it perks right up. One of the best things about Pothos is that you can grow it in water forever. Just snip a vine, remove the lower leaves, and place the cutting in a jar of water. In about 10 to 14 days, roots will appear. Change the water every few weeks, and it will keep growing. You can even keep it in a fish tank. Some people use it as a natural filter. Just remember, Pothos is mildly toxic if eaten, so keep it out of reach of pets and small children. But for everyone else, it's a forgiving, fast-growing plant that brings life to any space. Plant number 4, spider plant. This isn't your grandma's plant, it's a modern miracle. The spider plant, or Chlorophytum comosum, is one of NASA's top air-purifying plants, removing up to 90% of formaldehyde from indoor air. It's also one of the few houseplants that's completely safe for pets, verified by the ASPCA. So if you have cats or dogs, this is a worry-free choice. What makes it indestructible? It thrives on inconsistency. Forget to water it, it bounces back. Water it too much, it sends out baby plants called pups to start over. These little pups dangle from long stems and can be clipped off and placed in water or soil to grow into new plants. In fact, one healthy spider plant can give you dozens of new plants over time, perfect for gifting or filling your home with greenery. A common issue is brown tips on the leaves. This usually happens because of chemicals in tap water like chlorine or fluoride. The fix? Use filtered water or let your tap water sit out overnight before watering. This allows the chemicals to evaporate. Wipe the leaves occasionally to keep them dust-free, and your spider plant will stay lush and vibrant for years. Plant number 5, ponytail palm. Don't let the name fool you. This isn't a palm tree. It's actually a succulent, native to the dry regions of Mexico. Its most distinctive feature is the swollen, bulbous base called a caudex. This is where it stores water, acting like a camel's hump. Because of this, the ponytail palm can survive up to 6 months without water, making it ideal for travelers or forgetful waterers. It loves bright, indirect light, but can tolerate lower light for short periods. Water only when the caudex feels slightly soft when you press it. When you do water, soak the soil thoroughly and let it drain completely. Never let it sit in water. Brown leaves at the tips? That's a sign of underwatering. Give it a deep soak. If the trunk turns mushy, that's root rot from overwatering. Catch it early, and you might be able to save it by cutting above the damaged area. This plant grows slowly, so you won't need to repot it often. In fact, it prefers to be a little root-bound. With proper care, it can live for decades and grow into a stunning centerpiece. Plant number 6, jade plant. Known as the money plant in feng shui, the jade plant is believed to bring luck and prosperity. But beyond symbolism, it's one of the longest living houseplants. Some specimens are over 100 years old. It has thick, glossy leaves that store water, making it extremely drought tolerant. Water only when the leaves start to feel thin or wrinkled. That's its way of saying it's thirsty. Overwatering is the biggest threat. If the leaves turn yellow or the stems turn black, it's likely root rot. Act fast. Remove the plant from the pot, cut away the rot, and repot in dry, well-draining soil. Let it rest for a week without water. Jade plants love being root-bound, so don't rush to repot. Wait 3 to 5 years or until roots start coming out of the drainage holes. For extra beauty, give it 4 hours of morning sunlight. This can bring out red edges on the leaves, adding a pop of color. With patience, your jade plant can grow into a small tree-like shape, a true heirloom plant. Plant number 7, cast iron plant. True to its name, the cast iron plant is one of the toughest plants you can own. Victorian gardeners called it the plant for the neglected corner because it thrives where others fail. It can survive in near-total darkness, perfect for windowless bathrooms, basements, or dim office corners. It even tolerates temperature swings from 40 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Water it only when the soil is completely dry, about every 3 weeks. It grows slowly, so don't expect rapid changes, but that also means it won't outgrow its space quickly. A common issue is yellowing leaves, which is usually caused by dust buildup. Wipe the leaves gently with a damp cloth once a month to keep them clean and breathing properly. This plant doesn't need fertilizer, doesn't mind dry air, and rarely gets pests. It's the ultimate set-it-and-forget-it plant. If you want greenery in a tough spot, the cast iron plant is your best friend. Plant number 8, Chinese evergreen. With over 50 varieties in shades of green, silver, and red, the Chinese evergreen is as beautiful as it is tough. It's one of the most adaptable plants for low-light environments. In fact, research from the University of Florida shows it grows better under fluorescent office lights than in direct sunlight. That makes it perfect for apartments, dorm rooms, or workplaces. Water when the top 2 inches of soil feel dry. It doesn't like to be too wet or too dry. Aim for a balance. One thing to note, Chinese evergreen is mildly toxic if ingested, so keep it away from pets and small children. But for everyone else, it's a safe, elegant choice. If you notice yellow leaves, it might be getting too much light. Move it farther from the window, even 10 feet can make a difference. These plants grow slowly but steadily, and they rarely attract pests. With minimal care, you can enjoy their lush foliage for years. Plant number 9, aloe vera. More than just a sunburn remedy, aloe vera is a desert warrior. It's built to survive drought, intense sun, and neglect. Its thick, fleshy leaves store water, so it only needs watering every 3 to 4 weeks. Let the soil dry out completely between waterings. Brown tips? That's a sign of overwatering. White spots on the leaves? That's sunburn. Move it to a spot with indirect light. Here's a key tip. Never water the center of the plant. Pour water around the base, not into the rosette. Water sitting in the center can cause rot and kill the plant. The gel inside the leaves is packed with healing properties, great for cuts, burns, and skin irritation. Just cut a leaf, squeeze out the gel, and apply. With bright, indirect light and very little water, your aloe vera will thrive and multiply over time. Plant number 10, lucky bamboo. Despite the name, lucky bamboo isn't bamboo at all. It's a type of Dracaena that grows beautifully in water. In feng shui, it's believed to bring good fortune, 3 stalks for happiness, 5 for wealth, and 7 for health. But beyond symbolism, it's one of the easiest plants to care for. Grow it in a vase with pebbles and water. Change the water every 2 weeks to keep it fresh. Use filtered or distilled water if possible. Tap water chemicals can cause yellowing. Keep it in indirect light. Too much sun will burn the stalks. If the stalks turn yellow, it's usually due to too much light or poor water quality. Replace the water, move it to a shadier spot, and trim the yellow parts. Lucky bamboo grows about 12 inches per year in water, no soil needed. It's a living decoration that brings calm and positivity to any room. There you have it, 10 plants that won't die easily, even if you've killed every other plant you've ever owned. These are the survivors, the thrivers, the ones that forgive your mistakes and still grow. Whether you're a total beginner or just want low-maintenance greenery, these plants will bring life to your space without the stress. Now it's your turn. Which of these 10 plants are you going to try first? Let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a little more green in their life. New videos every day with simple, joyful gardening tips. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep creating golden moments in your garden.